This is Mint Kreeflewe against Pantheon player Num, aka Silva in this game, and a Zerg versus Zerg on Scrap Station. And for those of you that just joined us, I'm not. Yeah, someone else can go and spam my Ustream channel on IRC. I'm not going to go and do that now. I can't alt tab. But this is the Grudge Love Saturday King of the Hill series between. I really got to disable those IRC sounds, don't I? Between Kreeflewe and Silva. And yeah, as I said, the maps are pre-chosen. This is our first map, Scrap Station. And as I also said, I have no idea what's cracking with Zerg versus Zerg. This is going to be as much of an adventure for me as someone who just started StarCraft, because it's really terrible. But yeah, needless to say, it's going to be interesting. These guys are both good players, and I'm pretty sure, I hope they've been practicing, but I'm pretty sure we're going to have a good show ahead of us here. Scrap Station, again, very interesting map. A few changes have been made to it recently that made it, well, not recently, but a little while ago, that made it a lot easier to expand at that natural and sort of get away with it. So that's very much plays into Zerg hands. So just one quick mention to the observers out there, don't alt tab if you can help it. It just makes it that much better if you don't. Okay, so we've got Kreeflewe spawning at the left-hand side of Scrap Station, Silva spawning at the right-hand side. I'm just going to be calling him Silva, as that is his in-game nickname. Okay, interestingly enough, no 6 pools just yet. People, I don't know, players like this don't generally try that. Both of them, I don't know much about Silva's playstyle. I know he's a very, very technical player. He knows the strats. He knows everything. He might just not have as much time to put in as some of the other players. But Kreeflewe, on the other hand, very much just, I don't even know what you would call him. He's very fluid in his gameplay style. He just does what he feels like doing at the time. He reacts very well to what his opponent's doing, but he has no set strats. He tells me over and over he never ever watches replays. He checks out a VOD every now and then if it's really, really interesting, but generally it's not what he likes to do. He likes to do these things for himself. He likes to figure things out for himself. And I think that's really good. It's a great way of playing. I think you can learn a lot more about your own play style, and it's definitely a better way of learning, in my opinion. But yeah, everyone does it differently. Sometimes you gotta watch those replays to see what cheese is happening at certain times. So both players, Kreef already on 15, but he has not thrown down anything just yet. It looks like he's gonna go for that fast expand. Here goes his drone, and over at Silva's side, he's already got his spawning pool down, so it's a bit different, and he got that early gas, the sort of Korean style early gas, which means, as I think one of the observers said, that probably early banelings. It's always a good idea with Zerg versus Zerg to go early banelings. That's one of the few things that I actually know about that, because as you know, banelings take out Zerglings or speedlings pretty easily. When they come into contact with those Zerglings, they just pop, no problem. I hope the players aren't tuned in. If they are, they're probably going to get totally distracted. Hey Kreef, hey Silva, let's hope you're not listening. I'm going to keep an eye on the mineral line saturation in this game. I know one player that oversaturates his mineral line 100% is Kreeflewe. He loves just throwing way too many, and I really mean way too many probes on that mineral line. And ooh, that's a lot of S's. Wow, if he actually pressed S that many times. Wow, that's a lot of S's. If you press that many S's, then he must have really, really been spamming there. So, Nuckinfuts, not good. Okay, Nuckinfuts is out, so that's the lag gone. So we've got the little metabolic boost coming out for Num already. He's already in the lead when it comes to the army. I mean, he's going to have those speedlings out a lot sooner than his opponent. The thing is, he's gonna have to try and make you like sort of abuse that fact, because he knows that Kreeflewe is fast expanded. As far as I can tell, let's have a look. No, he hasn't scouted it yet, but I think, you know, seeing that the pool was that late, and he can probably see that that Kreeflewe also got that gas a bit later, seeing that his Overlord is just hanging around above his base. He can probably tell that there's a fast expand up. It looks like Silva might actually get this Overlord with his Queen. That's going to be pretty big for him right now. So Kreef's expansion is up, and he's getting a couple of Zerglings out right now, but so is Num, and yeah, the Overlord does go down. That's actually pretty bad. Losing 100 minerals that early and going in the red with your supply, as Kreeflewe is right now, not a good thing. But if you have a look at this now, here come Num's first few Banelings. So we knew it was going to happen, but is he going to be able to do enough damage to take out Kreeflever? Because Kreeflever has his first Banelings morphing. Num knows that. His overlord is standing right here. But if you look at the army sizes here, pretty similar. But Kreeflever does have that expansion up, so already in his favor. Here we go. So the first Banelings explode. Oh no, there's only 2 left. They're going to run in here now. Let's see if they can take out a couple of drones. Oh my goodness, they're so low. 3 of them incredibly low. He runs it around. He takes out another lot of them. This is terrible for Num, because there's a bunch of drones sitting on about 6 HP there each, and he can't do anything about it just yet. He needs to actually get into that base and get those Zerglings there, try to do a bit of damage. Here he's going in for the Queen now, straight for the Queen, not doing any damage at all. That was a terrible fail by Num there. I guess he had to try push though, because he doesn't have that expansion up yet, but all I can say right now is Num needs to make a plan. This push of his is not going to work. He can see that right now. Kreeflever is going to start pumping out Zerglings a lot faster than he can at the moment. He's got those 2 hatcheries up with a lot more larvae, so he's going to have to make a plan really soon. Num has to either take up as fast as he can, or keep this pressure on with some really great micro. But let's see if he can get a couple of drones here. Here come those Banelings. Oh my goodness, if that one just exploded right there, he missed it. Oh, and he takes out a couple. That's not bad at all. So if we switch to the income screen right now, here come more Banelings, more Banelings. Okay, Kreeflever definitely taking enough damage here. This is working out nicely for Num. Num is repelled out of the base, got a couple of Zerglings left here, but let's just see if he can finish him off with that. Not quite. There's a lot more drones coming out for Kreef now. Income-wise, 180 versus 450. I gotta say, Num, he's... The attack was repelled because it's in fact not in his base anymore. Kreeflever might want to think of getting some static defense right now, something like that, a few higher HP units, maybe even getting roaches out, because those Banelings aren't quite as effective against the roaches. So there's a bit of Baneling micro going on here. That Baneling is going to go down before it gets to the middle line, or it doesn't. Oh! Baneling versus Baneling action. That is some sexy stuff right there. And here come a lot more Banelings. Num doing a brilliant job at keeping the pressure on here. Not bad. So Kreeflever is still not looking very good. Kreef was actually telling me before this game that he laughs at the people that pull all their workers off the mineral line and group them up nicely for those Banelings to get to and destroy. So here comes Num again. I think Kreef is probably going to be calling the GG very soon, because his drones, his entire little worker line here getting decimated. There's no income whatsoever for him at the moment, so Num doing a very good job with this early pressure, and yeah, impressive overall. He's not taking, he's not doing anything except just pumping those Zerglings out and getting those Banelings morphed. So impressive stuff. Num definitely researched what he can use against the fast expanding Zerg. I guess that's just the experience showing through there. So we see the GG. That Spine Crawler is not even going to come up for Kreeflever. Next map is coming up.